Hello and welcome to Growing and Eating Plants in Yoga Pants at my yoga barn. My name is Rebecca Birdwell and I am going to teach you how to plant some Red Runner scarlet beans today. And where we're going to plant them in my food garden today is in combination with three sisters. And what that means is the three sisters are going to be corn, beans, and squash. And we put those together for two reasons. One reason is nutritionally, those three vegetables are really healthy and good together. And then the other reason for gardeners and people that grow food is that this is a really good combination of plants that help each other out in the garden. If you plant the corn 2 weeks before the beans, the corn has an opportunity to grow up enough, and then the beans will grow after that, and then trellis up the corn stalk. So that beans will be able to use the corn stalk as a trellis. Then a week after you plant the beans, you plant the squash, and then the squash grows low underneath everything and shades the garden. And so it acts as a living mulch. So in combination, it's very compact in your garden and they all work together to help each other out. So we're going to learn how to plant the bean seed today, and then after that, if you've got kinder or first graders that you want to invite to come over, or if they're already here, even better, we're going to do some one-to-one correspondence and count the number of seeds that we actually planted. And so let's get started. I invite you to come on over. So this is a corn plant. Actually, all of these are corn plants here. We're going to look at the plant here and define this is the stalk of the plant and these are the leaves of the plant. So we're going to plant 3 inches away from the stalk. So I have my measuring tape here, just so you know. So 3 inches would be here. So I'm going to poke a hole here just so we can know where to dig about. We're going to plant at 1 or 1.5 inches deep. So if I put my finger here, that is about here to here on me. So we want to go about this deep. So I have just something it's not a garden tool, but it's just a semi-sharp object so that we can dig a hole. And remember, we just want to go about 1.5 inches deep. So I would say that's about 1.5 inches deep. Remember, everything in the garden is an experiment. I've had my beans soaking overnight, which helps them to germinate faster when they get planted in the soil. So I'm going to put the bean in the soil and just cover it up, just gently with the soil. I'm going to pack it down just a little bit, and then what I'm doing to keep track of where I plant things is I put a pine cone right there. That way I know. So let's start counting and looking at how many we have for all you kids out there. So I'm going to go first and I'm going to point to the pine cones, and then I'm going to count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then don't forget this one, 16. All right, now you guys do it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now it's your turn to do it by yourself. I'm just going to point and then you count where you are. Ready? Okay, so how many did you get? If you said 16, you are correct. So, if I have 16 seeds and I planted one seed for every corn plant that I think is going to grow, how many corn plants do I have? If you said 16, you are correct. So, I just want to remind you that we are watching Growing and Eating Plants in Yoga Pants at My Yoga Barn, and my name is Rebecca Birdwell. And my mission is to teach you everything that I know to grow food and cook food, and then in any spare time, any extra time, do as much yoga as we can. So thank you for joining us today, and I will see you in the garden.